Hey there, I'm Chef Yankel, and can you guess what's in here? That's right, it's my all-purpose holiday herb butter, and it's designed to make your holidays as easy as possible. Plus, keep watching for a little trick on how to get it perfect every time. You know, sometimes the holidays can get a little overwhelming, and I love to come up with cooking solutions that make it just a whole lot easier. This all-purpose butter recipe is one of my best solutions because I can apply this to a turkey, to a roast. I can use it to saute vegetables. I can roast potatoes with it. It's all-purpose, it's filled with holiday flavor, and we do the whole thing in a food processor. So we start by adding room temperature or slightly warmed up butter, and I just did that over a double boiler, which is really just a pot with some steam coming out of it. That'll bring the butter up to a warmer temperature than just pulling it out of the fridge and let all the ingredients blend a little bit more easily. That's gonna go right into my food processor. That is some beautiful Kerrygold butter. I love every last drop of that liquid gold. Next up, we're going to add garlic. So I started with 2 pounds of butter. I want it to last throughout the holidays, and it'll last 2 or 3 months in the fridge if you keep it refrigerated. So we're gonna go with 6 cloves of garlic. Those are gonna go in there whole. We're gonna go with about 2 cups of picked parsley. I'm using flat leaf parsley because I like the flavor and texture of it a little bit better, but you can use a curly leaf as well. That's gonna go in there. And what this does is it really allows the butter to get that beautiful bright green color that makes everything you put it on look so good. Next we go with the zest from 1 orange. And next we're going with the zest from 1 lemon. Some chopped rosemary. Some chopped thyme. And I chop the rosemary and thyme first because they don't tend to process well in the food processor, so I want to make sure they're as small as possible before they go in there. And finally, a little bit of the juice, about 2 tablespoons each of the orange and the lemon juice. And that's gonna help bind everything and bring it all together. And finally, I don't want to over-season it because I like to season the food as I go, but I do want it to have some flavor on its own in case I want to put it on toast or have it just served as a butter side on its own. So I'm gonna go with just a pinch of coarse kosher salt and a pinch of fresh cracked black pepper. And now we blend. So I'm gonna start it on pulse, and once it's going smoothly, I'll turn it to low and just keep an eye on it. We don't wanna overblend it, we don't wanna break the butter, and I have my spatula nearby because I'm gonna clean the sides of the food processor as we go. Here we go. And once I can see that everything has been sort of incorporated, I'll just give it one pull off the sides, make sure things are mixed well. Now, full tilt ahead. Once I have everything really well mixed, I'm gonna give it about 30 seconds on high while keeping a close eye on it. And we'll clean the sides one more time. Again, make sure everything is at the same size and blend. Everything should be nicely mixed together. You can see that beautiful green color starting to happen right here. Smooth and creamy, and it smells citrusy and like holiday flavors. And you can definitely modify this with other spices, herbs, other citrus, add a little bit of vinegar. So many options you can do here. And that's it. That's how easy it is. This will be my go-to throughout the holiday season and beyond. Really, it just makes the choices you have to make around cooking and seasoning so much easier. There's this go-to that really just adds flavor wherever you put it. It'll change sort of based on what you cook it with. On a beef roast, it's gonna taste a certain way. Some of that nuttiness, because you're cooking at a high temperature, is gonna come out. On a turkey, it's just gonna add this really nice citrusy zing. On potatoes, they're gonna roast up beautifully, so it works wherever you wanna use it. And I'm gonna go into a jar for storage. If you wanna use it as a butter side for bread or something like that, I recommend you take it out of the refrigerator a couple hours before and let it come to room temperature so it softens up a bit. If you're using it for cooking, you can go from cold I'm using Kerrygold specifically because it really never gets that hard if you keep it on a lower shelf in your refrigerator. And so it's easy to work with right out of the fridge. And then if I were to serve it as a side for some bread, I would put it in something that gives it a nice contrast. Our art director would be proud. I'm gonna save the rest of that for myself. Folks, that is a cut and dry, easy, go-to, all-purpose holiday butter recipe. Take it with you, give it to your friends. Everyone's gonna love it. Good luck, and have a great time cooking.